Welcome to Mother's Garage. I'm Shane.
And I'm Nason.
Questions have come in from our call center, FAQs, customer retailer websites, and even social platforms.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
Let's do it. Why is it important to use a car wash rather than dishwashing detergent on my car?
That is a very good question. I think that many people do use or have used dishwashing soap, and the answer is you shouldn't. And the reason why is that dishwashing soap generally is formulated to a high pH. It's there to remove food, grease. And of course, grease is in a similar family as waxes. So you want to make sure that you do use a pH balanced car wash to properly clean your vehicle without removing any of the fillers, waxes, nor compromising the coating that's on your paint.
So the dishwashing detergent will actually remove the waxes because it's attacking it just like it would
Exactly.
a grease on a plate. Next question, when washing my car, what kind of wash mitts and towels should I use?
Microfiber, microfiber, and microfiber.
So microfiber?
Yes, that's a good answer. Now, the reason why is that microfiber itself is one of the finest textile fabrics that you can get. And the fibers are split into a micron size, hence the word microfiber. And again, the two benefits are, number one, that split increases the surface area, so you have more absorption and better cleaning. Number two is the fact that because it's split to so fine, it's very soft on your paint.
Those are pretty advanced towels.
That's why we have them.
Why do we use clay, and when do we use clay?
So clay removes any surface contaminants that could be embedded in the paint or glass. Or when should you use it? When you need to. And so what I like to do is, as I'm washing my car, I follow the mitt with my hand, just to feel the surface of the paint, just to see if it feels nice and smooth. And if it is smooth, you're good to go. If it's rough, then you need the clay bar.
So when I'm washing the car and I feel those little bumps, that's what you're talking about.
That's exactly it.
So the smoother the surface, the
better the shine.
On to the next question.
Okay.
What is the difference between claying and polishing?
The difference is actually in what they remove. The clay bar removes any type of contaminants that are embedded in the surface of your paint.
Like industrial fallout?
Correct.
Okay.
Versus polishing, what it removes is light oxidation or light surface scratches.
It's that easy.
That easy.
The next question. Will claying damage or remove my vehicle's paint or clear coat?
Claying will not remove your vehicle's paint or clear coat. It will, however, remove any surface contaminants, and it can remove any waxes or even compromise the performance of any coatings that could be on that paint. So that's why it's very key, very important that after claying, you always want to make sure that you do polish to bring up the shine and follow up with a coat of wax or ceramic coating for protection.
It's good to know, great tip.
Yeah.
What is the difference between a clay bar and a clay tool?
While both have the same results, it smooths the surface ready for polishing and waxing. The difference is that the original yellow clay bar is pliable, it's moldable, and it allows you to get in those tight areas, and it's also slightly more aggressive than our clay tool. You drop it, you're done. You gotta throw it away.
Or just cut the piece out that you think the dirt's in.
And then throw both pieces away. The clay tool, however, it's not moldable, as you can see. It's not pliable. However, if you were to drop it, you just rinse it off and you can continue to use it.
So are there benefits to a clay tool versus a clay bar?
It's all about preference. Moldable, pliable, tight areas, entirely up to you which one you want to use.
This is an interesting one that came in. Small droplets of spray paint dried on my truck. Will clay help remove them?
It can. However, a good rule of thumb is that you always want to try the least aggressive approach first. So in this particular case, it would be clay. So you want to try clay prior to using any harsh solvents or chemicals. Now, if the clay bar or the clay tool does not quite do the job, we do offer our medium grade clay under our professional line of products. And as a pro tip, make sure that you're always keeping the surface well lubricated and kneading the clay frequently to make sure that those contaminants are properly embedded into the clay and that you're not scratching your paint. And always, always, always polish afterwards to bring up the shine, follow up with protection by either wax or ceramic coating.
The next question that came in, can you use clay on car windows? And what about aftermarket tinted windows?
This is why clay is absolutely amazing, is that the clay bar is such a versatile tool. It can be used on any smooth, glossy, hard surfaces, including paint, glass, and windows, as you mentioned. When it comes to aftermarket tint, however, typically that's on the inside of your windows, so it should not impact the usage of clay bar.
Do you have to polish your paint after using clay?
It is highly recommended. So keep in mind that the clay tool, as you're claying, you're removing any surface contaminants, and it can remove any fillers or waxes, as well as compromise the performance of your coating. So be sure that after you clay bar and has left it bare, that you follow up with polishing to bring up that shine, and you leave it nice and protected with wax or your ceramic coating.
So it's a clean slate. Wash, clay, now protection, right? A lot of questions we get, like this one, which is better, traditional liquid wax or paste wax?
Well, nothing's truly better. It's all about preference. So at Mothers, we do emphasize the user experience. So whether it is liquid or paste, it should be very easy to use.
So ultimately, it just comes down to what works for you. So try it out if you love it.
Yeah.
That's the way.
And I can say that for me, growing up, my dad and I used to wax the cars with a paste wax. So that's my personal preference, and that is actually what I use. Well, that's it for this episode of Mother's Garage.
And remember, no matter what you drive,
Give it the mother's love.